Your party.
What's up, bruv? Oh,
Can
God.
you stop?
No. Hi, I'm Logan.
And I'm Dustin.
And we're two gamers.
Can I help you?
Hello. So today we're going to talk to you about the Nintendo Switch. What? I don't.
I'm just thinking of the brush.
So today we're going to be talking to you about the Nintendo Switch. Both Dustin and I recently purchased the Switch just to see if it was worth all of the hype that everybody gives it. So what'd you think about it?
Honestly, I really enjoyed it. I was not sure what to expect because I know the Wii U didn't have the greatest lifespan. And so I was kind of nervous about getting it, but I freaking loved it. Like I thought it was amazing
Yeah.
because seeing the games that look gorgeous up on the big screen and then being able to take it at almost the same quality mobile, I thought was amazing because we haven't really seen that in a console before. Like playing Breath of the Wild on a bus, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so cool.
And the quality is still there.
Yeah, like it's a little bit, I think the resolution's a little bit lower. Sometimes you don't get as many frames,
Yeah.
but it's still like near perfect quality in my opinion.
No, I
And
agree.
yeah, I was really impressed by it.
I mean, as someone who bought the Wii U, I definitely think that this is an upgrade to an already existing idea because I really liked having the Wii U as sort of the gamepad, but you can't really go very far away from the system. Where the Switch, again, you can take literally everywhere. I mean, I only bought the Wii U to play Pikmin 3 because I wanted a Pikmin machine, but that's beside the point. Hey, it's my favorite
Who
game.
buys a console for one damn game?
I do, and I did it for this as well, which actually leads into our next segment where we talk about the games that we like on it.
Yes.
I know for me, like I literally bought the Switch for Breath of the Wild, even though I already bought Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. So I have two copies of the game. It's good. I like it. And for Super Mario Odyssey, of course, both games which I thought are gorgeous. There's tons of playable hours. The actual storyline in both games isn't very long. You can get through the storyline really quickly.
Yeah.
But once you beat the story, or even sort of as you're moving along, there's so much content in each world in Odyssey and in the map in Breath of the Wild that you always find something new. What about you? What games
Well,
do you really
I
like
just
on it?
love really the selection of all the games on there. Even on the eShop, there's already a year like into it. There's like 200 plus games on
Yeah.
it, which is amazing. And I know I've bought a couple like Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Cat Quest, which I love, Shovel
Yeah.
Knight, which I never played before, but I love being able to take that game like mobile. But again, for all the reasons you said, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey,
Yeah.
love. There's some really amazing games on there.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is just the portability of it.
Yeah.
Like I bought, I mean, I was playing Breath of the Wild like you on the bus home from university.
Yeah.
Like it's fantastic. But what about things that you didn't really like about the system or the games on the system?
One thing I wish the battery life lasted a little longer. Like when you're
Yeah.
playing Breath of the Wild kind of mobile, it doesn't last as long as I would like 3 hours, which is pretty good. But I
Yeah.
guess if we're on like a road trip or a really long flight or something, it wouldn't necessarily last as long as I would hope.
But the
But I
good
think it's a
thing,
step in the right direction.
yeah, I mean, you're also getting the power of a full console
Yes.
on a tiny screen, right? So they can only have so much battery life in it without it being massive, right? You wouldn't want something super bulky because then you would also lose, you risk losing quality as well.
Yeah.
I know for me, some of the things that I don't like about it is A, the price point of the games, but that's sort of across all systems. Uh, but a lot of the games are worth their money. For
Yes.
example, like Odyssey, playing it for however long I've played it, I think I've played maybe 10 hours in it. It's worth the money. Like I feel like I've made my money's worth.
I
Same
agree.
with Breath of the Wild. There's other games where I'm like Skyrim, for example, where I'm like, okay, this has been out for 6 years, and it's $80 where you can get it for like $25 on other systems.
$80
Yeah.
for a game that's 6 years old.
Yes.
And you bought it anyways.
Because it has all the DLC, and you can use Link's shield and tunic. Okay, I know it's a bit of hypocritical, but like
Hello?
but it's good. I like it. It's fun again because it's portable. That's where I think the redemption is because I can take the game literally anywhere, have all my content there. I don't need to hook up my computer. I don't need to hook up my PlayStation or whatever. I can just have the world of Skyrim right there. And the only downside is because of the Switch's capabilities, they do lose some quality. For example, in certain areas where there's a lot of trees, a lot of bushes, that kind of thing, you actually lose some of the foliage so that you can have consistent frame rates, which isn't too bad. I mean, overall.
Okay, then I have a question for you. What about a laptop? You could take Skyrim on the laptop,
Yeah,
mobile with you.
yeah, but then you have to set up like your mouse because you're not going to use your trackpad, right? Like it's just
Fair
like
enough.
this unless you have like a gaming controller for your laptop, which not everybody does. Uh, this is just like I have the controller, everything right there. It's a lot more portable than a laptop. Like the laptop you can put in your bag, but this is just a really small thing that you just slip in your
Yeah.
backpack and you're good to go. What about titles that you want to see on it?
I want there to be a new Mario Party so bad because the last couple
Yes,
Mario
yes.
parties were kind of meh. But like I want that Mario Party where you're like yelling at each other and it ends friendships because you just like beat somebody for that star. Like that's the kind
Yeah.
of Mario Party I want back. And I also want another Paper Mario that's like an RPG, like Thousand Year Door.
That's
I
not a
want that
piece of
so
crap.
badly.
That's not a piece of crap. I found
We're looking
that
at you, Sticker Star.
yes. Oh my God, yes. Honestly, Paper Mario has just sort of devolved, I think, as it's
Yeah.
gone around. I agree with you. A good Mario Party. I know when we were younger, we would always play like Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 on the N64 with our parents, like hours, like and friends, like literally hours playing these games. But Mario Party 10, I think, was a huge disappointment. I bought it last year at
A
Christmas.
huge disappointed.
Disappointment,
It
okay?
was a huge disappointed.
You're rude. I bought it for some nostalgia
Yeah.
purposes. Like last Christmas, I was like, "Oh, we can all play, not Paper Mario, Mario Party," and it was just there wasn't enough to it.
Yeah.
It was sort of like,
Well,
okay,
and a game would finish in like 20 minutes, and we were like, okay, next.
yeah, exactly.
Like, I want one of those days where you can sit down and have like a 4 hour game with 50, 60 turns. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah,
What happened?
I think two titles that I'd like to see personally would be, and this is because I'm biased, but a new Pikmin game because I love Pikmin everything. I know it's sort of the armpit of the Nintendo franchise, but I love Pikmin. That right? That and new Super Smash Bros. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is good. I think it sort of peaked at Brawl and the quality sort of suffered a bit. So I'd
Mm.
like to see something along those lines, or Pokemon Snap. Imagine a Pokemon Snap on the Switch that you can take on the go.
Isn't that kind of what Pokemon Go does,
No, you
though?
don't take pictures. You catch. Okay, a little bit different. That's fine.
Is it?
A little bit, okay.
Okay.
What would you rate this? So now that we've talked about the system and what we liked and disliked, what would you rate it?
I think I'd give it the full WTF. I'd give it an F. Well, that's fun. I really,
Yeah.
really enjoy it. I like taking it away with me. I like having all these games at your fingertips,
Mm-hmm.
mobile, but also just setting it up through the TV. I like the games on it. I think there's a lot of content there, and I think Nintendo is fully going full steam ahead, supporting it. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
I'd agree. I'd give it the F as well. Well, that's fun because the portability, the size of the game cartridges, you don't have to take, you don't have to take giant discs around with you. They're just a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
I think, a little bit thicker than the DS size. So it's super portable. You get massive games in very little space. The memory is great. Like honestly, I think it's a solid system and well worth the money. Well worth the money.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you for joining us.
This is our cat,
You came to say hello.
and he also likes the Switch. And on that note, goodbye, YouTube. Thank you
Goodbye,
for
YouTube.
watching.
Mwah.